Oh, I wasn't fully set up properly. Sorry for the delay. I guess I have the hiccups right now. Maybe the crazy home remedies helped. Maybe the hiccups are gone now. Hopefully they are. I absolutely hate having the hiccups. It kind of just sucks to do. Hello, hello. On today's episode of Beyond Canon, more Vriska? Question mark. That would be nice. That would be nice. Uh, a bit of Vriska cures almost everything, yes. Uh, okay. It's like everything's good. I also am waking up from a nap after work. So I'm trying to reacclimate myself to existence at the moment. Hmm. Okay. What happened last in this comic? Where did we leave off at? Did we leave off directly at the point where we're at their room? At the room? Oh, yeah. And then John gets a call from Kark at uh that's where we left off at. Okay. Oh. Which button have I been pressing? I've been pressing this button or the other one. I believe it's been this one. Okay. It looks like everything's good. I might as well just start the reading while I still exist. Yes. Chapter 8, A Daughter Astray. I like Brain Ghost Dirk. Now I suffer. Okay. Uh 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 Assassinations. Assassinations. Open warfare. So-called revolution. And where has everyone gone? They've abandoned me. They've taken our precious son, and now. And now what? Oh, I guess she doesn't know about that until now. Clown killer kids hiding from justice. And they know exactly where they are. You have arrived just in time to see Jane. Nice. Yes. It's a good time. Uh, Good gravy. Even my former BFFC's home has become a pit of vipers. Oh, Jake, are you the only loyal one left? Uh, um, that's pretty good. Uh, Jake just can't stop getting the exact same situations. Says Stephen King. Oh. Hmm. 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 This is just delicious. Your sorry ass is serving my ailing soul 3 Michelin stars worth of irony right now, English. I'm slurping this shit up like it's a piping hot bowl of udon. Itadaki Kitmasu. I can't read. Uh, uh, Itadaki Masu. I guess that's it. Hmm. Hmm. Look here, JD. Things might seem a bit maudlin? Maudlin? Mau. Actually, you know what? I've been doing this with every time recently. Maudlin. Maudlin. Okay. Oh, is that Maudlin? Maudlin. Ah, I've seen a bit modeling right now, but I'm sure there's some explanation for all the chicanery afoot. Wouldn't it be a good to drop them a wire, pull a few strings, and set up a good old chinwag, so we can all hash it out like a cozy cabal of bosom pals. Okay. Jake, you're sweet, foolish, empty-headed, deluded by hope, a slave to your instincts, but sweet. Now is not the time for sweets. Son the farmer baking empress. But, jeepers, JD, the way you make it sound, you couldn't possibly mean. Oh, but I do. It's time I give the rebellion their deserts. But I thought you said that now wasn't the time for It's an expression. It's an expression, Jake. Here's another. An eye for an eye. Once we have rescued our son from their clutches, I'm going to take something of my own, something as valuable to the rebellion as Tavi is to me. Two can play at the hostage game. That lonesome daughter of theirs should fit the bill nicely. Then those naughty rebels will cease this unruly tantrum and do what they are told. A gulp. Kids converse. I'd rather stick with these two than to go back to the kids, but she's so manipulative. You love it. She's not even truly trying to. That's what makes it good. Oh. Hmm. Uh, do I like this paneling? I guess it's nice to be different. Like, Jake is just that pathetic. Uh, what's the feeling this is supposed to like impose on me? So all I think of is this for some reason feels like more cinematic with because it's a you know a wider format than the normal panels. It's over double. Let's save the whole thing. Like, hmm. I guess she did have a cat thing before. Huh. Okay. Huh. Oh shit. I'm thinking back to A6, Act 6, Act 5, Act 1, X time 2 combo. Looking at this page, but had that was for thematic reasons. Yeah, this is for I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what's it supposed to convey. I'll probably figure it out as when I read truly what it means, but I gotta double check to see if something's going on right now. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Phone a friend, see if they're available. Otherwise, I gotta make something up on the spot for Mr. Harry Anderson. God, I love characters with two first names. I fucking love it. I love two first names, especially when I guess there's like different layers too. Do you have characters with like two first names when it's literally the first names, or it's two characters, or it's characters who have two first names, as in their first name and their last name are first names, right? Like in Talladega Nights, the Battle of Ricky Bobby, one of the jokes in there is Ricky Bobby. He got two first names. One of the characters kind of hating on him because he has two first names. I love that movie. Will Ferrell's a fucking too good. He's too good. I fucking love it. Uh, uh, looks like I'm alone. That's a normal name in Latin America. Um, Latin America. I guess I don't know all Latin America. I guess I only know of like I guess Mexico with the very long names, right? So I don't know what it was. I don't know what, like the full meaning of it is. I assume it's like something about like family, family honor, or something similar with like maybe me representing is wrong with each of like different family members. So I know like my brother has two first names. Um I can't say his name. I won't say his name, but he has two first names. His middle name's another name, and then his last name. I can't I can't say his name. I'll just that would just straight up say exactly who I am. Yeah, even though it's not hard to find me. Uh, my brother has three first names if you include his middle name being a first name. Uh, okay, it looks like I gotta make a noise for Harry Anderson. Um, people here get like two names and like four last names. Oh, hmm. Harry Anderson. Harry Anderson. I wasn't expecting this, which maybe I should have expected this. Hmm, hmm, huh. Maybe, maybe something like, so, Vriska, the one in the, I mean, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Hmm. Hmm. I've I've heard a lot about you. My name's Harry Anderson Egbert, but my friends just call me Harry Anderson. And and what do incredibly hot and badass alien girls call you? Because there's no way I'm saying Harry Anderson every time. That's like 8 whole letters too long. From now on, your name is just Harry. That's gross. That's gross. I hate that. I I hate that. I I hate that. I'm not calling him Harry, only Harry. That's Harry Anderson. Harry motherfucking Anderson. Oh my god. I actually hate that. I love the quirkiness of it. Oh, oh my god. She's taken too much from the story already. She's inserting herself in different ways than she's ever had. It's kind of nice, I guess. Because this way, it's kind of like she's straight up like changing what we're reading. That's kind of cool in a way, I guess. Huh? I like that. Stupid way to say it, but huh? Uh, okay. Great. So what's your deal, Harry? If I had to bet, I'd say you're the thing that pupated after a barbaric act of human sexual intercourse between John and some Lalonde or other. Uh, okay. Ew. I do not want to think about that. Too bad, Chief. It's basically all I've been dealing with today. Welcome back, Vriska. Your friends have spent the last who knows how many sweeps producing an army of freakish offspring, all while steadily getting uglier and less cool. LOL, got him. But, yeah. John and Roxy are my parents. Parents. I didn't care about all this alien shit when John first tried to tell me about it, and I definitely don't care anymore. What? I don't know. I've just never talked to a troll who didn't grow up around humans. You sound like Rissy, but if Rissy was like. Okay, so have you ever seen the musical Calamity Jane? I guess you probably haven't. But So there's this part at the beginning where the title character comes back from Chicago and she talks to all of the old-timey locals about how bizarre and newfangled everything was. And God, it really is like talking to teenage John all over again. No, I haven't seen Chastity Jane or whatever the stupid title was. It sounds like a total snooze. And anyway, what are you trying to say? That I sound outdated? And there were no humans in Alternia, okay? There were no humans and no human musicals in my universe. My entire universe. It sounds like a horrible place. Yeah, it blew so unbelievably hard. And while we're at it, don't compare me to Rissy either. She's no better than the rest of you. She's soft, I can tell. None of you weenies would have survived even a day back where I came from. I bet I would have. Ha! No way, kid. I mean, I can tell that you think you're hot shit, and I can respect reckless bravado. But only if you can back it up. I can back it up. Oh yeah? Ever killed anybody? Ever even thrown a punch? Oh, whoa. Why? She's getting so fucking heated. Damn. Damn. Well, no. I mean, we've done stage fighting before, but never the real stuff. But I bet I could learn. I took kickboxing with my mom for a month and a half when I was 9. Damn. Fuck. I wish I had that kind of ego. I think I've only ever taken Taekwondo. My family was big on Taekwondo. I think I want to say for like a state champion thing. My mother and aunt in Taekwondo were both the 2 finalists, and my mother won, and my aunt says she let my mom win. And to this day, I don't know who did what. And I assume I can actually see my aunt letting my mom win, but also I can just see that just to be annoying, right? Mhm. I should get to the bottom of that before it's too late to know that answer. Hmm. We're having to fight for our life, only to come here, living like royalty, basically. There's also more to it than just that. God, this looks so gross. I miss Harry Anderson. I just went on a spiel about Harry Anderson. And in the same page, I get rid of Harry Anderson. Well, at, at least you aren't a coward. I've known guys softer than you, believe it or not. John, for instance. He's totally freaked out. He totally freaked out the first time I told him I killed somebody. Ah, that sounds like my dad. He came through, though, I guess, when it actually counted. He was there to punch me in the face when I needed it most. Wait, like, literally? Yep. Harry doesn't really know what to think about this past version of his father. He knows the stories, the legends, the lore. He's seen John's old fetch Modi. Modi. Yeah. The ugly blue pajamas and all the hammers. Most of them are in museums. That his parents are literal gods has always been a basic fact about his family. About as interesting as who sits where at the dinner table. It's all normal to him. Every detail of that part of his parents' lives has always seemed to lie on the other side of insuperable insurreperable. Okay, okay. Um, wait, where was I at? Insert. Okay, okay, okay. How do I pronounce this one? Insur insuperable. Insuperable barrier cut off from the people they are now. Harry had always assumed that this dividing line was simply an effect of the passage of time. Being boring and two-dimensional just seemed like it came with the territory when you were an adult. But now he's not so sure. Ever since hearing that one of his dad's old friends had turned up, that border between past and present has felt fainter by the minute. And as they talk, he begins to think that Vriska seems so much fresher, more real, an actual, authentic, bona fide god from another universe. Harry can imagine his dad even talking to someone like her, let alone punching her in the face. Freaking out about murder. Though, that's definitely something Harry can see his father doing. And speaking of which, not to cast doubt on any of these stories about my dad that you're telling me, Vriska, but he's probably going to freak out a bit about this whole clown situation, as well as you even being here. John already knows I'm here, numbnuts. And as for the stuff with Gamzee, no, listen. I mean the fact that you're here. The fact that you're involving any of the rest of us. My mom probably won't be happy about this either. I'm not allowed one Vriska in my bedroom. I don't even want to think about how much trouble I'll be if she finds out I had two of them up here. Oh my god, and you expect me to believe you'd survive an Alternia? Well, I'm not there right now. Right now, I'm in my mom's house with my girlfriend, her boyfriend, and another goddamn version of my girlfriend. And all of us are probably now on the run from the fucking government. Okay, so you're freaking out about it now. Cool. Of course, I'm freaking out, Vriska. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. What I think is probably a good amount about this. The fashionable amount of freaking out. The coolest possible amount of freaking out to be doing about the present situation is the amount of freaking out I'm doing right now. But my dad isn't cool. He just spent like an hour on driving me around in his car and talking about emotions and stuff. He's going through some kind of personal epiphany at the moment. He even shaved off his mustache before coming here. This is really serious, and now I'm implicated in it as well. You guys were at my school, so he'll realize immediately that you were trying to meet up with me. He's going to absolutely flip his fucking lid if he ever finds out about this. Or worse, it might just make him as miserable as before, and he'll be really disappointed in me. And then he'll just leave again. Or something. And that's not to even mention. Harry is not even able to mention the thing he was about to mention, because at this exact moment his phone starts to ring. Jellicles can be jellicles. Do jellicles do and jellicles can jellicles. Oh fuck. Jellicles can and jellicles do. Jellicles do. Angelical can. Jellicas can. Jellicas. Jellicles. It's him. Who's him? Your father? Jesus? Probably a reference you don't get. I don't get it top my moment either, but I'm far from top form at the moment. Maybe it'll come to me eventually. Wait, how did I have what was I doing for Rizzy? Check it out. Check it out. Someone's already cosplaying my fit from today. Um, uh, uh, I'm sure it's very good, but there's God. It's infuriating. Ugh, so many fake accounts pretending to be me, stealing my hard-earned clout. Fakey fake fakes. So, not that isn't important, but we should really talk about damn right, it's important, Tavaros. Image is about as important as it gets. If you understand that a little better, then maybe if you understood that a little better, then maybe we'd gotten to third base already. Oh, Rissy, we haven't even my point exactly. Oh, I see. Just a wee joke to lighten the mood or something. Bingo. Relax, Tabby. You're starting to sweat nervously. You know I hate it when you sweat nervously. Thank you. Thank you. That wasn't a fucking Hateman's compliment. I do generally hate it, and not in a fun way. Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm just being a bitch. Forget about it. The two of them seem to be getting along. You mean Harry Anderson and Friska? No, Tavros. The other two people in the room with us. Yes, Harry Anderson and Friska. They seem like a bunch of pounds already. I'm glad. You don't sound happy about it. Happy about it. Not happy. Tavros. I'm over the fucking moon about this. See, I'm smiling so hard my face hurts. That doesn't look like it hurt. That does look like it hurts, yes. This is great. This is all great. It's all just great. The way she just cannonballed into our lives out of nowhere was great. Killing that clown, without the doubt, the best thing I've ever fucking seen. Dragging his body through Harry Anderson's school, being drenched in the water, and hiding in a closet. The picture of greatness incarnate. I might be imagining it, but I believe I detect the merest smidgen of insincerity in the way you're describing these events. But you know what's the greatest thing of all? It's the fact that they can just stand there and chat like it's not even a big deal. Is it a big deal? Other than the various ways in which basically everything right now could be said to constitute a deal that is somewhat developed in the sense of bigness. Of course, it's a big deal. I mean, just look at them. I am looking, but I do not see it. Whatever it is about the two of them that you want me to be observing, I cannot help but note, though, that you seem a little on edge about something. Similar to how you get when there are people who you would describe as uncool in the general vicinity, other than me, I mean, or when someone who you were mutuals with on on some social media site or other unfollows you, betraying what I can only assume is a sacred bond of trust. And it makes me wonder if this might be another such occasion where some unspoken social contract has been shamelessly torn up asunder. Okay, fine. You make a good point, Tavros. It's Vriska. Okay. Would it make you feel any better if I pretended to be surprised about that? Bite me. Listen, I know you don't like to talk about these kinds of things. Having said on previous occasions, stuff like feelings are for adults and babies, not real people. And I'm not necessarily saying that you have some unaddressed feelings, but maybe if we're going to be around her, you should try to be honest about the feelings that you don't have. Tavros, it's nothing. I mean, okay, look. As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. Her being here, it makes me feel something. It's something about the way she looks at him. The rest of us too. Like we're not even real. Yes, this is good. Ever since she showed up, it's been obvious that nothing here matters to her. Like, I don't matter. And to be honest, I think I understand why. Everything here is so dweebish and boring. This is a good level of honesty that you're displaying here. I'm absorbing everything you're saying in a very non-judgmental way. And with her being here, talking to Harry Anderson, I get this sort of frustrated feeling in my chest. And if it had to say why you can do it, I guess it would be because you're worried Harry Anderson thinks she's cooler than you. No. How's that song go? You think you're cooler than me? No. Oh my god, how's that song go? I listened to this song. Now I'm having a brain fart on the song. With them. Santa, you think you're cooler than. Okay, it's gone, I guess. I won't remember. Because you're. Please, because you're jealous. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, no. Tavros, were you listening to anything I was just saying? I'm worried about Harry fucking Anderson right now. Hell, I'm so unconcerned that I think I'm going to start just calling him Harry from now on. It'll save everyone a lot of valuable time. Listen, Tavros, Briscoe will get bored of Harry in a heartbeat. I hate that. I hate this so much. Uh, call him Harry Anderson, please. That's the whole point. She shouldn't be wasting her time on someone like him. She should be talking to me. I mean, I'll just forget it. What are you trying to tell me about? Oh, right. Yes, you should probably come take a look out the window. We appear to be in, if you'll pardon the expression, a bit of a fudging pickle. Fudging pickle. Harry, it's time to pick up the phone, Harry. Because jellicles again and jellicles do jellicles then. Boom, Harry, pick up. Do you land on your feet? Are you tense when you sense there's a storm in the air? Scary. Okay, everyone. My dad's calling. If he finds out you're here, he will definitely put two and two together. So just keep quiet and let me do the talking. Sure thing. Hi, Dad. Hi, John. Hi, Mr. Egbert. Oh, god damn it. So I guess first of all, hello, son. I am so
very proud of you, too. That felt good to say. Or to yell, I guess. I'm sorry about that, Harry Anderson. I just didn't think I'd be seeing your handiwork all over the news quite so soon.
So, you know about it?
Yep, you think I wouldn't have recognized you in school?
Uh, well, you haven't been in his life for how long? I mean, right, right. And you're not like mad about the dead body and Vriska and stuff. Look, son, I've been trying to kill that guy for how long? No, the idea of John having such a high voice, even though he's in his mid 30s. Some people be like that. Uh,
Son, it looks like you're trying to pull one of the biggest pranks I can think of, and it backfired.
eh, yeah, yeah.
But that's okay. It could have happened to the best of us. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the most original idea, and you should probably have steered clear of such a blatant nod to Weekend at Bernie's without seriously of the planning some of the logistics in advance. I know they make it seem so easy in that movie, but it's important to remember that not everything on the big screen translates easily to real life, especially when dead bodies and clowns are concerned. But these are all mistakes that any amateur prank master has to make sometime.
Uh, uh,
And besides, you managed to keep quiet about it. The whole time we were chatting earlier, I was completely fouled. You had to get one up on the prankster gabbing against me someday. Honestly, it feels like an early birthday present or something. So I guess what I'm saying is that you should be proud of yourself.
okay. Um, thanks.
So, you're still at your mother's house.
Yeah, I couldn't think where else to go. You obviously just heard, but both frescoes are here. Tavros too. I think the girls are fighting. I don't really know. It's very confusing due to the fact that there are, well,
Two of them?
yeah. I think two Briskas is more than enough for anybody.
Heh, two briskas is nothing. But I was your age, I lost count of all the briskas I had to keep track of. It was probably some preposterous number.
Ah ha ha. Ah,
And Tavros, is he okay?
I think so. He seems his uh usual self.
Now, Harry Anderson, I know that you and Tavros haven't always gotten along, but I am going to have to ask you to try to look out for him for the time being. Your Uncle Jake and I, well, I'll explain later. Let's just say that Gamzee isn't the only family member Jane is losing today.
Dad. Sorry, I read the I read past the line. If you wanted me to kill Tavros, you only had to ask. Um, couldn't resist. I love I love the dumbest fucking bits and jokes. What's this supposed to mean? Hmm. Hmm. Bob. No shit. Hmm. I guess that guy. Hmm. That's some fucked up hair. A worst haircut in all of Homestuck right here. This boom mic operator. Oh my god.
Can you see out the window?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. The place is heaving with reporters.
I thought so. The press didn't take long to come to the same conclusion I did. You're on the news already. And it's the same story here. Probably. Yeah. Uh. Wait. Where. Where did I read that at? And it's the same story here. People with cameras are crawling all over the yard, which means Jane's secret police are there too. The drones won't be far behind.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I mean, oh, farts.
Harry Anderson Egbert. The word fuck was invented for moments like this.
Huh?
But anyway, you need to get out of there. Fast. Try to create some kind of distraction or something and then head for the bell tower.
You mean the one they hang the Dirk Strider Memorial effigy from every year?
Yes, that's the place. I'll meet you guys up there.
Okay, Dad.
Oh, and Harry, just some small pieces of advice. Some guidelines that any budding prankster or newly fledged fugitive should know. Don't panic. Don't make a scene. And whatever you do, don't get caught.
Oh, oh, what amazing advice that no one else would have thought of. High above the clouds. Oh my god, he's like Superman. Oh, they're like Superman. But they're two lesbian girls. That one's a human, and one's like a different. I guess they're both different universe. Like a bug lady. She's like a bug. I like the cloak. I like it. I like the red. Damn, the red on green's pretty good. This is okay. This is okay. I mean, I don't know if I like. I don't know if the pastel purple's like the right call, but it's alright. It would be more like Supergirl. Um, I think it'd be. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. I don't know. I don't know. It must just be the pastel purple I'm not liking on it. Hmm. Two commanders stand on the bridge of a rebel ship. The Miriam Lalondes are characters of legend, beheld not in awe, but in fascination. And this place of command is for them like a stage. All around them bubbles the hustle and bustle of an army on the boil, 100 ready hands dashing to and fro with the frantic busy work of battle. In amongst the confusion, they occupy a solitary vacuum, an oasis of calm amid the storm. As the world seethes with the acid sting of war, they have stood steadfast and resolute. When hope has seemed at its most distant, they have shone as a beacon of possibility. Individually, they each represent immeasurable gains from the rebel faction. The rebellion's stratagems have never had a fiercer bite. Their uniforms have never looked so fucking sharp. Ah, but it is together united that their true strength is made apparent. Their bond, a union of love between troll and human, is not only a foundation for the rebel cause, but an integral symbol of its purpose. And now, deep in enemy territory, in this moment of intolerable anguish and suspense, these two symbols stand firm, unshakable, immovable, nay, unflappable. Kanaya, that fits not it. I think you got it wrong. I think you got it wrong. I like Rose, that fits not it. Kanaya's fits dope as shit, man. She's like a vampire cowboy type vibe. It's too good. What's Rose? Like a fucking I don't know, like a 90s fucking business person with like the coat cut. I don't know. I don't know. Like this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Like hers, if it just doesn't work, it's too simplistic art style. I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, almost. Damn, I gotta do both of these voices. I got like the messy hair. God. Uh, um, Try calling her again. I have tried, but she's not picking up. What's about? Wow, how much struggle with this. What's about Harry Anderson or Tavros? Kanaya. Kanaya. Uh, 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 Kanaya. Nobody is answering. Rose, I feel like I must sink to the level of stating the obvious, but this is terrible. This is awful. This is just, I can't think of any more related adjectives. It's Kanaya. I don't want to resort to idle, baseless platitudes, so I won't. I don't understand what's going on any more than you do, and I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rose, Rose, our daughter is in danger, and we are but powerless to help her. I do not understand why this is happening or what precise series of events led to this predicament, but I doubt that they are directly or indirectly your fault. I feel like your apologizing is serving as the very baseless platitude which you sought to avoid. No, I know, dear. I just wish I had answers. My useless powers aren't being any help. And what's worse, I can't see anything useful on this stupid news channel. Hmm. Yeah, I can't. I think it's cruel. I think it's a cruel irony that we are forced to depend on Crocker's branded coverage of our own daughter's headhunting. Not to mention that the quality of this broadcast leaves something to be desired. I know that we are enemies, but I really expected better of such a shrewd businesswoman. Alphonse. Uh, um, excuse me, ma'ams. Excuse me, ma'ams. Hmm. Excuse me, ma'ams. Yeah, yeah. I'll try that. If I can see if I can hold that. I I just don't understand what Briscoe was doing there in the first place, forgetting the fact that Gamzee's dead for a moment. No, I can't do that. They've just started showing the pictures of him again. God. For once, the thought of his putrescent corpse does nothing to quell my anxiety. If I could just take a moment of your time, it's a matter of some urgency. This is all so upsetting that I cannot even find satisfaction in his death. Not when they have started using it as justification to call her daughter a terrorist. And all that is without even mentioning the fact that somehow, deep breath, the other Frisk is also here. Ma'am, I have an urgent report to deliver. Please forgive my yelling. My yellings. Bump. Oh, fuck. The reconnaissance team. The reconnaissance team is back early, ma'am. The ship docked a few moments ago. And the second scouting party? I expect she's zipping her way up here right now, ma'am. Boom. Oh, shit. I assume no Dave, though. Or maybe Dave. Would it make sense to have Dave? When does Dave... No, yeah, it does, because I think... Fuck. Is it... Was it implied it was Dave? No. No, yeah, it was implied that... No, it's showing that Dave met the lady... The ladies after everything, huh? Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's Dave. I'm saying it's I don't think Dave's gonna be like with her. But no, he probably is with her. I was trying to think. Or no, I remember like the timeline in Candy. It's like Dave, Aradia, and Calliope, right? I think it's Calliope. They go on the ship and then they and they go through the thingy majig to go hunt down the prince. That happened at the end of the um Candy in the booklet, the little epilogues, right? I think it was just them three. So I'm trying to remember if at what point does Dave separate from Jade, but I don't know if it's implied that I can't remember if he like is like out cold for a bit in like the White House when he meets Obama, or if he meets Obama, that's like a pretty fast interaction. I can't remember if that's a slow one or a fast interaction. So I'm trying to like I'm trying to figure out in my mind map if it was fast or slow, or if it's implied that it's not. Candy Dave is the one that talked to Obama. Yes, Candy Dave is the one that talked to Obama. Yeah. He's a candy robot, yes. And he's the ultimate self version of Dave. Oh, that's a robot. Beep boop bop. I'm trying to like remember if it's like worded in a way where it's like all that just happened pretty quick, or if it took like a little bit of time and it's gonna be like no Dave bot until we're at the end of this like candy timeline, the comic. I guess I'll find out shortly. To be here any minute. Bop. Bop. Oof. Oof. It's like it's her paws because she's a dog. She goes woof woof arf arf. Uh, this is when Dave is in a relationship with Jade, and he's totally not like thinking about Carcat or anybody ever. He's never thinking about that. Oof. Hmm. Jade. Jade. Oh, thank God. We weren't expecting you to get back so soon. What is going on down there? What happened to the rest of your scouting party? What is another Friska doing here? Where's John? Where's Dave? Where's our daughter? Rose, Rose, I think we must try to remain calm and give Jade a chance to answer our queries difficult though it may be in this moment of intolerable anguish and suspense. I yes, of course. Jade, it is okay. Dang, dang. I asked people to do voices, so I didn't have to like try to do girl voices. I can't do them how I want to. It's like I have something envisioned, but I don't have the 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 tools developed to be able to do what I want to do, and it like bothers me. Uh, it's sniffles. Please take your time. We don't have any time. It's too late. Jane's forces were just too fast. Oh no. You don't mean they've taken her. Oh wait, I guess this is before they probably go to like the out and then because that happened right before the final battle, huh? The big final battle. So Dave's here before he's a robot. Yeah, that happened at the end because they were sent off to totally not be to totally helpful place and not to do anything wasteful. They've taken Yiffy. They've taken Yiffy. Oh no, Yiffy. I have such a bond for this character. They're the most important character. Whoa. Well, that's kind of wild looking. Seeing like the white. Yes, it's time for the famous Homestuck character Yiffy. Oh, that's wild. Boom. Yiffy. uh, I love Kanaya. Jaden Rose, explain everything. Damn. Damn, okay. I my biggest problem with this is there's not enough purple on her. God, how am I supposed to believe she's getting that freaky with like Gamzee? Like, you know what? Like, maybe there's less blood being spewed, but like, oh my gosh, like, fucking, I don't know, 6 maybe. When does oh, here we go. Wait, what? Honk. We're still very like what's an organization. Wait. Sounds just story against the branch again. Anytime he's like that. Is it before that then? Oh fuck, or was it after that? Must have been before. Or no. First to clench his fist in the Gamzee knows the brutal axe on the palm of his face. Blood. Huh. Die. Like Briska. John. Oh wait. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, but does that when she okay. Here we go. Another Barbara. He's ah, bitch, how much you made a fucking other side breaks and happens she spits against the expression that you tend to portion on the placidity. It's going to her rage, swollen battered mouth, she drops and shadows him. She has no way to pinpoint exact moment or intent stopping yeah, intimidating him in the soul silence and be guaranteeing the silence forever she knows. And then a minute, face frozen on the wrong, just goes slowly bush and bush puts in the hand response which like hey, sup. That moment, John caught a proper glance of Vriska and Gamzee going at it in the bushes. He was done. He was simply no further capacity to deal with any of this. He just fucked off. A few hours aimlessly wandering through the sky brought him back here to his old house. He hasn't lived here in years. It feels exact. Yada yada. Sad slowly look at the story. Shit. Was that it? Was that the page of them? Oh yeah, that was it. Yada yada. It was somewhere there, somewhere on those pages. I might have like read it I didn't read it subconsciously either. I missed everything I was trying to read. Oh well. Back to the beyond canon. Okay. While Jade and Rose are busy reliving that moment of intolerable anguish and suspense, let's check back with the kids for a moment. Planning their escape is going about as well as you might expect. Teenagers. Trying to like figure out who I would be in this situation, like of these three teenagers. I don't know which one I'd be. I'd probably be Tavros. I feel like I'd be I feel like I'm more Tavros coded than the other two. Unless something like really ridiculous was like going on, then maybe Harry Anderson. I can't see myself being Vriska, like either Vriska even. I'm not. I don't think I'm a very Vriska guy. What was it? Someone shared like a photo in the community tab like gajillion years ago, right? I think about this photo. I think about this photo here and there. It makes me wonder. Like I gotta step up my game. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I guess I can just pull this over. It's somewhere in here. Um, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Fuck, what is it? Uh, where's it at? Oh wait, man, did I pass it up? When was it sent? Are you a? Oh, that was a good time. Oh, I never finished it. I didn't finish this. I don't think I did all the Homestuck characters in that. Did I? I must have did all the Homestuck characters. It was only 3. I did do all Homestuck, I think. Right? Yeah, I had to have. Okay, maybe I passed it up. Maybe it was way up there. Yeah, it must have been way up there. Maybe it just doesn't exist. Maybe I like maybe it's an illusion I created in my head and I thought that existed. And it was like, are you like a how to tell if you're like a Vriska male or like a fuck. I swear this I swear this exists. Maybe I got maybe there's a better way of finding this. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it was their own post. That wasn't the community page. That's why I didn't find it. I think about this. I think about this image. I think about this. Teen Science Hero Brisk Male, super rare, and is it better than Alpha? I think about this, and I'm not a Vriska male. I know that. I know I can't be a Vriska male. Well, I can be like the messy, like part of it, maybe like the pure like mess of like hmm, I don't know how to say it. I think about that image makes me wonder. Yeah, so yeah, I've had that thought from that image. So I can't be Vriska, or even this other version of Vriska. I'm closer to this version of Vriska than this version of Vriska by a mile. Well, maybe not. I guess right. So far, this Vriska does not seem as like geeky as this Vriska. This Vriska has like straight up just a nerd, and I love her for it. God, she's like a she's so good. God. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd be Tavros in this situation. I'm kind of a bitch. That's kind of just how I am as an individual, I think, in situations like this. Unless I'm like having like a weird mood swing or something, then maybe I'm like Harry Anderson. But I don't think I'd be like Harry Anderson because Harry Anderson's too scared. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe it's not Harry Anderson or Tavros. Maybe it's Tavros or this Vriska, this one. Maybe that's the better comparison actually. Huh. I think that yeah, no mind. That's the better comparison, but I still lean toward Tavros every time. Uh, um, huh. Hmm. You usually see yourself being either Vriska. I guess some people are blessed. I'm not. I can't picture myself being that, and it hurts me. I wish I could imagine it. If I can't visualize it, it'll never be true. Uh, uh, please, sir. We appear to be, in no uncertain terms, completely surrounded. I don't wish to come across as pessimistic, but it's hard to see what possibilities we have or a plan to escape. There has to be something we can do. My dad is counting on us to get out of here and meet up with him. Harry Anderson, you got some wicked daddy issues. Uh, well, I'm also not wishing to be rude, but it's okay, Tavi. It's okay, Tavi. I don't give a shit about being rude. Harry, your dad's plan fucking sucks. There's no easy way out of this. It was simple enough for him to tell us to escape, but we're the ones that have to actually do it. Any advice he gave you, it was all a load of meaningless bullshit. Don't get caught. Yeah, no shit. Uh, okay. Wow. Verse, I know this is a stressful predicament, but I think that's going too far. My dad believes in us. And if he thinks there's something we can do, then there has to be a way. It's the only possibility. Okay, how about this for an alternate explanation? Your dad is giddy and high on the thrill of something interesting happening in his life for once. I don't believe this. I've been waiting for my dad to start talking to me again for what feels like forever. You know that. And you couldn't just be happy for me this one time. Oh my god, Harry Anderson, I know you've spent so much time crying in your date night popcorn about this, but please give it a break. Just listen to me for once. This isn't about your hang-ups with your dad, okay? We're in the middle of a war that is, in some parts, his fault. And instead of taking responsibility, acting like a grown-up, he decided to rope us all into this insane game he thinks he's playing. Rissy, I don't think that's fair. Uncle John isn't to blame for this. Oh, yeah, no shit, Tav. This whole situation is because of your insane Hitler mom. Okay, now that was uncalled for. Damn, damn, damn. I can't even defend that. It's yeah, Harry, not cool. Oh, what? So you're gonna just pretend that his mom isn't a literal dictator? He doesn't need you to stick up for him, Fresse. He's fucking loaded. Harry. Harry, all of our families are obscenely wealthy. We're standing in your mom's boutique living room. You can't exactly play a privileged card here. And Tavros, you don't have to defend Mr. Egbert just because you feel weird about him trying to kidnap you that one time. If anything, you should be on my side here. John's clearly got a track record of doing anything for a moment of excitement without thinking of the consequences. Look, what happened? Remember what he did on Harry's birthday that one time? I told you that in strictest confidence. Tavros, he could have killed you. Why else do you think you're such a whippy, traumatized baby? Okay, and isn't the reason for that? Isn't the reason for that? And grr 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 grr. I can't roll R's and it hurts my soul. I can do like the tiniest version, I guess, because I can say the word scooter. Uh, I feel like your implied concern for my childhood well being is less sincere than it is an attempt to weaponize something difficult for me in order that you can win an argument with Harry Anderson. Grrrr. Will you all just shut up? Oh, oh, oh. What? Like, it's like something happened. We got like Days Like Machina stuff happening. I don't know. We just have Vriska being Vriska. Uh, 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 I feel like I'm going fucking insane. It's Is it weeping wiggler tantrum hour? Or are the three of you always this pathetic? Nobody answered that. It was bulge achingly rhetorical. Just keep quiet for a moment while I insult you some more. Frissy, you're cool and all, but I'm getting tired of this teen nonsense. John's advice totally blows, but at least he understands what needs to be done. Don't insult my friends. Only I get to do that. Davros, stop being such a wimp. Nobody has time for this pansy clownery. Do you remember what happened the last time? To the last clown I had to deal with? Gulp. Yeah, I thought so. And Harry, listen, neither you nor your friends have anything really important going on. Your lives and planet are a total bore, but somehow John loves you anyway. Try and be fucking grateful for that every once in a while. Not everyone is so lucky. Anyway, forget his advice. John wasn't counting on you to get us out of here. He was counting on me. So, from now on, everyone just follow my lead and do what I say. And if that doesn't sound like a good enough deal to you, then just stay out of my way. All right, I'm glad you can at least recognize when a grown up is talking. Harry, go to your room. What? No, you're not my mom. And nobody is more grateful for that fact than me. You need to arm yourself, stupid. None of you even have a way to fight. Oh, here, take this. What is that? It's your stupid face is what it is. Just kidding. It's a spare strife species bus. Species bus. You want to prove you make it on Alternia? Take this and go grab a weapon. Meet us back here in a minute. What? A minute. God. All right. I'm going. Oh. What's the most useless thing you can grab in this situation? Like a needle and thread? Nah, that's too stupid. What would a theater kid have? Needle, thread. Does he make his own costumes? I guess that's what I'm assuming. I guess, right? Like a rotary cutting tool, pair of scissors, some skizzors. Fuck. What else would there be? Chalk. I don't think chalk could be a weapon. Those are like the only three options I can think of. Unless he grabs something like really fucking weird. Like a hammer. He's like a new hammer kid. That'd be pretty cool. And he somehow gets like the hammer of Zilliu or the Warhammer of Zilliu later on down the road. Sorry. So I said the Warhammer of Zilliu like that because when I was in LA saw a cosplayer with the Warhammer of Zilliu. I called it the Hammer of Zilliu, and one of my friends who was with me later on a little bit after said, is that what it's called? And I looked them in and I was like, oh, I thought it was. And I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's the Warhammer Zilliu. I was like, okay, thank you, I guess. I mean, kind of weird to say it like that. But then we're at a bar later on. We're at this bar. It's like, I think it's like the day after or that same night. I'm pretty sure it was like the next night. It was that night. We were at this bar. It was, I don't know how many beers we had. We both probably had a couple beers before we went to the bar each. We were there. We were asking questions. He's like, oh yeah, and he pulled up his phone. He pulls up his browser, and the last tab open was the Homestuck wiki on the Warhammer of Zilliu. The guy looked it up just so he can go, actually, God. And the worst part is about that situation is he's right. That's what it's called. But it's just like, God. They do that every time. Anytime I get anything wrong. And after seeing them open up the Homestuck wiki, I'm starting to understand that I think they just I think anytime I say anything Homestuck related, they just fact check it on Homestuck wiki and nitpick anything. like in this case, forgetting to say Warhammer. Ha. Oh, shoes kind. That's what it's gonna. That's what it should be, man. Fuck. Be like, oh my god, what's her name in oh, what's that called? Hive Swap. Jude and Jude and I forgot her name. She's only the main character of the whole game, so hmm. So with a J. It's always Warhammer Auxilia. Yes, 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 yes. That I'm not saying it was never the worms, really. I'm just saying it's annoying and casual conversation when somebody brings up the Homestuck wiki to fact check you on a a simple misnaming of something like that when we both know what I'm talking about in that situation, in that casual conversation that me and him are having. Ah, fuck, what's it called? J, Jane, jail, Ju, ja. Get rage baited, I guess. Kinda. Ja. Oh my god. What's their name? Oh my god. I'm looking. Oh my god. Joey. Okay. We get that shoes. Maybe get some like fucking more shoe fighting. Be pretty cool. Be like interpretive dancing. Hmm. All right. I'm back in my room. There's just one small problem. I don't think I own any weapons. There's a prop sword in my closet. But I guess maybe shoes wouldn't work. Are they like has any weapon in Homestuck? I guess there's only been like a couple. There's not like a million weapons in Homestuck. There's only like the few, and I love that man. God, I love that man. There's only like a few weapons in this thing, and they're all. I don't think any of them go against like what we first see here, right? They're all here. Fake Joey fanning next tier list would be legally required to put her down to A tier. I don't think I had her in S tier. All right. I don't think anything's gone against this this thing. So it has to be something here. So scissors kinds of thing. Broomkind. He could be Broomkind. Those are the only two I could see him being having possible in this room. Spoon kind. You could have a spoon. No. Oh no, that could be interesting, but we got Jane already though. Lamp kind. You might have a lamp. It could be lamp kind. Huh. Glove kind. There we there's no shoe kind. That's kind of what I'm like looking for. Dang. Oh, shoe kind. Yeah, he could be shoe kind. He 100% could be. It's right there. If he's not shoe kind, Homestuck Beyond Canon kind of sucks. It's kind of sucks. Gamzee's dead. No clown. No shoe kind. Come on. Chen clown kind. But they're all made of foam and plastic. Ugh, this is so hard. Adamant grift S. Ha. Wait. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that this is like it's already open. I kind of hate that. I like pushing the button. Pushing the button was fun. I guess you didn't have it. I guess it was like you could just push it if you wanted to, right? Because you could close it or whatnot. Uh, hey, dumbass. Why are you messaging me from your bedroom? We're literally in the same house. We were just in the same argument. Yeah, I know. I know. Sorry about that. The argument I'm in. It's whatever. I didn't mean to get so mad at you and Tabros. Well, maybe I did mean to get mad at Tabros, but I still feel bad about it. Everything's just been so stressful today. Harry, Harry, I said it's whatever. Okay, but I need your help here. I only have a minute, and I can't think of anything to assign to the Strife Specibus. Can you ask Vriska if she has any ideas? No, I'm not going to bother her with such a pointless question. And besides, I think she's busy right now. She's sort of huddled in a corner, muttering to herself. Uh-huh. Maybe she's nervous. Either that or I don't think she's nervous. But it reminds me of how you get sometimes when you're practicing your lines over and over. Huh. Okay, weird. Time's ticking, Harry. Fuck. Ugh. I'm still out of ideas. Ugh, come on. There's bound to be something there, and it can be a weapon if you know how to use it. That's easy for you to say. On account of all the actual weapons you have in your room. Look, Harry, just because I happen to own a lot of incredibly and deadly armaments doesn't mean I couldn't improvise if necessary. It's part of what makes me badass enough to be a member of the rebellion. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you got a bunch of sewing stuff in your room, right? Yeah. Feel free to skip the part where you make fun of me for it. No, Dongface, I wasn't going to. Oh, then I don't understand. You need a weapon, remember? Oh, roll X8. Such a you're never gonna be Brisk. That's sad to me. It is gonna be the scissors kind. Skizzers kind. The skizzers look too out of place not to be. The shoe's right there though, and it still looks out of place. This could be like a not a red herring, but this could be a trap. Could be fake. This could be like to trick me, I guess. I guess that is the red herring. But I don't think it's a I guess I don't know the literal full definition of red herring, but that feels oh, is that a wire thing? Scared. Pink herring. Yeah. No, Harry, no. Harry, no. Okay. There's a bunch of sharp things here. Pity you aren't one of them. Lol. uh, oh, har. Hmm. I don't know why that got me so well. Ah. So what I'd be working with, it's mostly just pens and needles. I doubt they'll be much good. Are you kidding? Needles are awesome. They're what my mom uses. She'd probably skin you alive with a pair if she wanted. Well, I don't doubt that, but maybe not this type of needle. Come on, you know you want to. No, that would be so dumb. These things are way too small. I'd be the world's worst acupuncturist or something. I think I'll just go with this pair of scissors instead. Boo. Exactly. Boo. Harry acquires scissors. You, Capsula, your trusty pair of sewing scissors. You've brought many colorful characters to life with these babies. You're pretty sure you could bring just as many to death with them as well. Gosh, Harry Anderson wouldn't call them scissors, he'd call them shears. Oh my god. What kind of theater kid is this guy? No, shoe kinds. Oh, this is a whole different one. Hold on a second. I'm reading this now. This is different. Now it got me. Whoa, that threw me off. What do we got? Gun kind, rapier kind, fist kind, hammer kind, dice kind, claw kind, fist kind, roping kind, knuckle duster kind, needle kind, scythe kind, laser gun kind, pistol kind, candlestick kind, rope kind, shuriken kind, baseball kind, golf club kind, power drill kind, staff kind, fork kind. Oh, that replaced spoon kind. That's pretty good. Salt shaker kind, ice pick kind, X kind, spear kind, airsoft kind, knife kind. Oh no, it didn't. It was just further down. Spoon kind, bowling kind, dagger kind, jizzle kind, bowling pin kind, cricket bat kind, lacrosse kind, shot put kind, shoe kind. It's right there. It's right there. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back. We're back in this. Pin kind, trident kind, hatchet kind, rope kind, wire kind, dumbbell kind, scissor kind, other something, anvil kind, bow kind, mace kind, cane kind, nunchuck kind, nail gun kind, nail clipper kind, hair straightener kind. No, maybe chainsaw kind, something kind, lacrosse kind, bottle kind, foot kind, hatchet kind, razor kind, pipe kind, hunt. $100, something kind, lance kind, wrench kind. No, another thing I don't know, club kind, spade kind, and you can something dog kind, any gun dog kind. I don't know. Bomb kind, cheese knife kind, porn mag kind. Now that's the one. That's the one right there. Or is that porn hag? Am I saying that wrong? I something. Bassoon kind, Hegaset kind, O kind, Bullish kind, Dart kind, Book kind, something, coffee, something, Ladle kind, Rock kind, Branch kind. There we go. Annoying dog kind. Ah, like Toby Fox. Oh my god. Oh my god. You were so close to greatness, Harry. You've disappointed me, Harry. And this is the start of the long list of disappointments, I think, now. You don't think they care? Damn. Damn, Daniel. Okay, here we go. I knew all along that you had it in you. So I guess this man's. I've allocated him the strife spacing bus with the scissor kind at abstratus. Using this weird vocab and stuff feels, well, weird. I'm not sure why, but it seems as though everything that's about to happen is much more important now. Or maybe it already was, but I just didn't understand just how important until this moment. Sometimes maybe all you need to bring a feeling home to you is some nonsense sounding words that possibly don't mean anything. This is what we learn in the theater. Sounds fake as shit to me. Well, yeah. I think it's just a sense, but I have a feeling it's going to be. Blah. Never mind. Lost my train of thought. Okay, well, it can't have been that important. But either way, we don't have any more time for this. Hurry back downstairs. Vriska is waiting. Everyone, congregate. See, she looks cool. She don't. These teeth carry. I guess I like the hair. And, okay. I think I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be, which isn't really saying very much. How about you guys? Well, in simple terms, we're fucked. We still don't have a way out, and more reporters are showing up every second. And the moment we step outside, we're targets for the Crocker cops. We must evade them all at all costs. They are, with some certainty, under orders to capture Rissy and also me. And I'm not sure whose punishment is likely to be worse. How you holding up the Havros? Me? I'm quite well, Harry Anderson. Thank you for asking. Okay. However, I must admit, the thought of our impending pursuit and potential capture makes my blood run cold. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more nervous I feel. I've had stage fright before, but this is ridiculous. Look, Tavros, in case you don't make it out of this, I just want to say that I'm so gay. No. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that couple, actually. Never mind. All right, are we done here? Forget it. I've been stuck in this room for what feels like a month, and I'm at my fucking limits. I'm out of here. But you can't. You just can't. Vriska, we're trapped. How are we? Vriska, we're trapped. How are we supposed to leave? You guys are free to do whatever you want, but I'm just going to use the front door. Excuse me? Later, bitches. Oh, shit. God damn. I don't know if I like this paneling, but damn, I like what Briska's doing here. Oh my god. There she goes. Briska, wait. I'm coming too. Oh, fucking Christ. Boom. Oh. There's just something missing. There's something missing. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the something missing with how they draw her. It's like so close to being so perfect, but I just something I can't place my tongue on. Like it's like God. Yeah. Oh shit, we got reporters now. Joined live from a neighborhood in the Carapacian Kingdom, where the perpetrators have finally decided to show their faces. Are alleged to have killed the beloved salvational figure Gamzee Makara. May his boots jingle forever in paradise. This is awful. Denounced by government sources as a band of violent rebellion extremists. Children of creators, themselves rebellion leaders. Outfits can be best described as moderately fashionable. Oh my god. Oh god. Excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Miss Terrorist, care to give a statement? No, I don't. Thought you'd never ask, buddy. You want the statement? Got one right here. Hey, hi humans, what's up? Get all your fucking news grubs tuned to the max because I'm only going to say this once. Do you want to know who I am? My name is Vriska Circuit, and I'm the creator of this world never knew it had. I left my home behind and put a stop to the demon who burned two universes for fuel, also that this plane could come to existence. Without me, none of you would even be here, capiche? Now, you may have heard people saying a lot of things about us. They want you to believe that we are violent terrorists who want to destroy your religion and your very way of life on this planet you call home. So I just wanted to take a moment to clarify the situation. You fucking bet we are. I've done and seen things that would make every single one of you piss yourselves dead. So I've seen enough to know that this planet is a fucking disgrace. It's a joke, and not even a very good one. This planet is a sad little joke of a world squatting inside of the biggest, lamest joke in the history of existence. Ha. You know, I bet nobody here even knew who I was. Everything I did for you. You didn't even need some idiot clown to redeem you. Everything you needed was already here because I fucking built it for you. And after all that, you couldn't even have the decency to be boring and nice to each other. So guess what? The carnival is over. I killed that Harlequin son of a bitch, and I hope he burns in clown hell forever. But for the time of falling for his disgusting lies, your society, no, your whole planet, it deserves to burn straight to mega hell, and I'm gonna be the one to fly it there. I'm gonna shatter your paradise into pieces with my bare hands and shit in its grave. How's that for a fucking statement? You got all that, Jane Crocker? Do you understand what's coming for you? You've messed with Vriska fucking Circuit. It's all right. It's an all right statement. And she is. Oh fuck. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Has had. Ooh. 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 Heroic or just? Hmm. Does that even apply at this moment? It should, right? She's not from this plane of existence. Oh, they missed. Oh my god. Stupid, stupid. Just shoot her. Ah, that applies if she dies. Yeah, she's too lucky to get hit. Enough, enough. Vriska, snap. Boom, dun, dun. It's like, I'm sorry. It's maybe the issue is all the panels look the same, and it's like maybe that's the issue. It's just everything looks the same, and it's given that like what's it called when you see something over and over again and you build a oh my gosh, what's it called? I can't remember. It'll come to me eventually. Snap. Ooh. Oh shit. Boom. You motherfucker. You bitch. You. Ooh, at least in text we get to see more what happens, I guess. I C's wrong. Like, technically you're seeing because you're reading a seeing, right? But we get more interactions per minute, I guess. But damn, we're missing some stuff, I guess, here. Uh there's another thing about the future, so it looks different a lot more. I thank God the Beyond Canon are saw such a significant increase in quality. Yeah, that should have been a Flash, but they didn't have a budget. So yeah, I think my only issue with it is that it's just it's like all it seems to always be like the same kind of like style, and they don't like you have the I guess it's two, right? Is it two or three? You got the sprites, the simplified. No, it's still sprites. Trying to think. Is it two or three? Well, there's something about having like it changing every so often and being a little messier and sometimes. It added to the what is it? What is the word? It's like I'm gonna have to read this and hopefully it comes to me. I really wanna uh, I can't think of it. I'm really trying. I'm starting to it's sort of like End of Act 6 when it switches to Beyond Canon. Looks so much better. But simple hero mode, here one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that switches I assume in I guess maybe I should make assumptions. I could make one assumption based on just like page count, how fast things are going. Cause I like read some information about like release years on certain things, and I can't remember now. Uh, man. I'm trying to think of words and they can't come to my mind, so I'm just gonna keep reading. I think. Ah, a whole bunch of things start happening at once. Here are just a few of them. In the blink of an eye, Vriska is airborne. She has evidently, and by her own admission, had enough. She reaches out with incredible speed and grabs a microphone that was brandished at her a moment before. In one smooth motion, she helicopters it around her head by the cord and sends it hurtling into the face of the witless journalist whose needling questions had been so irritating. He's Ooh. He sprawls in the driveway, two revolts of red starting to spring from his expertly broken nose. From its hole in the wall of Roxy's house, the bullet that flew over Vriska's shoulder seethes with indignant rage, furious to have missed such an easy shot. It is swiftly joined there by half a dozen more. The secret police has begun to open fire with a vengeance, if not a great deal of accuracy. But there's a huge gap in time. If you want to know the page number, that is something you don't want to know when it comes up changes. Or is that something you don't want to know when it comes up changes? I'll probably just wait until I get up to it. I wish you said dates at the bottom, like the thingy-majig, the this thingy-majig, the ultimate, no, unofficial Homestuck collection. Yeah, there we go. I keep saying ultimate. I swear it's because I have like another thing that has like this almost the exact same acronym and it means ultimate. Even even before her first victim hits the deck, Briska is already whining about punch of the job of the next. She has wedged some of the signature octahedral dice between her fingers as a makeshift knuckle duster. There is a deliciously pointed crunch noise when her fist connect. That wouldn't work. That this wouldn't work, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, you would. Yeah, that wouldn't work. This doesn't matter. It's like a comic and it sounds cool, but like that wouldn't work. Just like the how hands and fingers are. But it sounds cool. It sounds cool. So I'll let it. So it's cool. There's a deliciously pointed crunching noise when her fist connects. In its hiding place between a moderately sized garden gnome, Tavros Crocker lets out a small rodent squeal and puts his hands in front of his eyes. Fearing gunfire, The few paparazzi who aren't currently getting their asses handed to them by the world's angriest traffic cone start to trip over each other, diving for cover. A small fortune's worth of very expensive recording equipment is dropped and promptly shattered on the ground in the ensuing scuffle. The instantaneous loss of such large sums of money causes a substantial drop in ambient air pressure and conjures up a stiff breeze. Just get pushed into your palm as soon as you make contact. Yeah, and then you wouldn't be able to make your fist properly either because they'd be in your fingers, and you would lose a lot of I guess a lot of the strength in your hand itself. But I guess you'd still throw like the punch because it doesn't affect your like wrist and arm and through your body, but it wouldn't be right. But she's an alien though. I guess I could remember she's an alien. Tucked inside a small yet accommodating shrub, Harry Anderson worries that he might be forgetting how to breathe. He takes a series of gasps in and out, just to be sure, and clutches his scissors very tight. The stiff breeze in at a cheerful 5 on the Beaufort wind force scale. Fresh. Tavros wishes he had chosen a bigger gnome. Bullets continue to fly stupidly wide, and Vriska tosses her dice into the air without even looking. In a single beat of her fairy wings, she zips over to a nearby car, reaches underneath the front fender, and lifts the fluorite octet tumble end over end, and the gunshots seem for a moment to coalesce into the sound of a thunderous roulette. Vriska is now holding the car end up on above her head, its burglar alarm wailing in protest. In a dance-like motion, she spins in space once, twice, before losing the vehicle skyward like an Olympian might a hammer. The press are fleeing for their lives, their professionalism and trashed equipment abandoned, as one of the snotty-faced and terrified reporters attempts to hide in his shrub. Harry gives her a cautious jab in the leg with his scissors. Then he curls into a shaky ball and tries to remember the advice John gave him. Don't. Oh, my.
Don't panic.
The dice land. A booming, wordless voice pronounces Cannon's D8 Gribueval something. Oh, I like. This makes the dice kind of scary, more scary. The car approaches the apex of its trajectory, and as it slows, it appears to hang in the air in a manner quite uncharacteristic of motor vehicles yet to be fitted with hover technology. It winks coyly in the afternoon sun. Far away in her lair, Jane Crocker grabs the two sides of her computer monitor with enough strength to snap it in two. She can't believe what she's watching. Behind her, from a shadowy corner of the room, there is an agitated growling noise and the rattle of chains. The ground begins to shake as a battery of naval cannons materialize in flashes of Krulian light and drop into formation behind Vriska. She cracks her knuckles one by one with each impact. The vibrations cause Tavros's gnome to fall over. The enfilade is halted without recording a single hit. The secret police perched strategically in trees and behind mailboxes are now synchronized. Slowly take off your badass shades and gawk at the sky type routine. The car seems to regard the laws of gravity as mere suggestion. Don't make a scene. Vriska Circuit laughs. The guns roar. To all of this and more, Brissy is blissfully ignorant. She doesn't register the tearful and sniveling faces of helpless journos as they beat a hasty retreat, nor the bruised and bloody faces of the ones withering about on the ground. Their purpling eyes and gasping mouths give them the look of particularly wronged fish in the mayhem. She doesn't notice Harry or Tavros or even the toppled gnome. All these details and more sail above her head like a home run over an especially stubby shortstop. The only thing that registers is to Rissy Miriam Lalonde in this moment is a pair of brilliant orange eyes, framed by azure-tinted lashes and cut under with a sharp smirk. The sounds of gun and cannon fire soak half-heartedly into her auricular sponge clots. The world beneath her is shockingly still, and all the while those eyes seem to burn something deep in her, leaving pitch black scorch marks in parts of her psyche she didn't even know existed. In all her life, Brissy has never seen anyone look so cool, and it drives her nuts. As the blossoming fireball above wilts into an agony, smoky cloud and flaming bits of X-Car begin to absolutely pelt it down all around her. She feels someone grab her wrist. It's Harry Anderson, wearing an ex- wearing a expression of animal panic. His mouth moves to form words she can't hear, but the message gets across all the same. It's time to get the fuck out of here. The Crockerite Fuzz has more pressing things to worry about than giving chase. The good fortune keeping the kids safe from the deadly automotive volley does not seem to be contagious, so they flee. Though the suburb, though the suburbs, and into the spindly, checkered streets of the central Carpathian kingdom. The four of them tear their way toward the bell tower in the distance. Briska flies out in front, a pollster of color of carrot. Immediately behind her is Tavros, whose many years of morning jogs with his father and emotional torment, his mother, have given him a frankly stupid degree of endurance, though you wouldn't think it to look at him. Even though you wouldn't think it to look at him, his glasses are beginning to slip and bounce on his slickening nose with every stride. A short way behind him is Brissy, who is hanging back a little. Harry, still clutching her arm, is starting to lag. He has his eyes squeezed shut as he runs, and Brissy thinks she can hear him muttering something to himself over and over between staggered breaths. Don't get caught, gasp. Don't get caught, gasp. Brissy turns her away as a mixture of pity and embarrassment threatens to join the worsening stitch in her side. Nobody gives chase. No one shouts, "Stop those kids!" in a commanding voice or implores some poor taxi driver to step on it. But they dare not slow. Tavros feels as though some dark and sinister shape is lurking just out of sight. It reminds him of the nights at home when he would sprint through tall, imposing trophy rooms and mirror-walled hallways, racing for the miserable safety of his bedroom's glow after turning the kitchen light off. What he wouldn't give to be back there now. With their old lives quite exploded, he's unsure whether they're running out of the danger or into it. The brightness radiating off Briska has all the safety and comfort of a supernova. Brissy, meanwhile, is considering growing her hair out. After a stomach-churning amount of frantic hightailing, the kids turn a corner and an esophageal ah road vomits them finally out into the central plaza. Compared to the cramped city streets, this wide open space feels agoraphobic. Exposed, the bell tower thrusts itself into the clear sky from the other side, all gnomic and pointy. Gnomic and pony? Gnomic and pony, yes. And it is lengthening its shadow, lengthening, and its lengthening shadow beckons them to safety. Between in, uh, between in the center of the large and perfect square is the familiar Dirk Strider memorial statue, standing stoic and still. Surrounding his plinth is a circular fountain, and around the circumference dozen of knee-high cherubic figures piss anglically inward. His effect is unreadable. Is it apathy? Boredom? Contemplation? As the kids hurry past, the shimmering particles shaken from Vriska's wings dance in the polished bronze of his shades, and for a moment his reflective face is suffused with an aura of conspiracy. Nobody pays him the slightest bit of attention. The, the four stop a while at the tower's base, chests heaving for air. Nobody says anything. They just sort of stand there and ache in each other's company for a bit. Vriska's a light on the ground, rakes her throat, quietly spits out a little wad of blue, and wipes her mouth unceremoniously. Tavros pats Harry Anderson tentatively on the arm. Frisky tries to be badass and cough up something too, but she doesn't really make it work. Harry simply rests his hands on his knees, doubled over and shaking his head. Tavros looks at Rissy over at Harry's arched back and puffs out his cheeks with wide eyes. She gives him a tired half smile in return. Vriska quietly massages a crick in her neck and rolls first one shoulder, then the other. It's unclear who cracks first, but someone does, and in an instant all of them are dissolving into a bout of relieved giggles. It starts off as a light, bubbly kind of mirth before the sheer enormity of what they've just done sets in, and they progress to full on belly laughing. The adrenaline in their blood turns to helium and begins to fizz, and all at once they feel lighter than air. They survived. They're fugitives. Tabras has to take his glasses off to wipe his eyes. Versi laughs so hard she thinks she might be sick. Harry Anderson has to go and be actually sick, which doesn't so much kill the mood as vaguely envelop it in a small smell in the smell of puke. He has a wobbly grin on his face as he wipes the spittle from his chin, though. Vriska shakes her head, getting rid of her smirk like a wet dog would its water, then puts her hands on her hips and huffs loudly at the tower. Well, I'm not hauling all three of you up there. She walks over to the little oak door set in the bottom of the cam- campanile, campanile, pile, campanile. Before she can grab the handle, Tavros pipes up. Uh, we won't be able to get in that way. He starts to recount how ever since the incident, the little oak door of helical staircase which runs from the bottom of the tower to the belfry has been securely locked to prevent copycats, he speculates. Briscoe gets bored halfway through the explanation, though, tries to latch anyways, and is the only one who isn't surprised when the door swings politely open. Everything's coming up, Circuit. She bows theatrically, gesturing for the others to make their way inside, and then leaps into the air with a beat of her wings. Last one to the top is a clown fucker. They run like the wind. Oh, Vriska, you are a clown fucker. You fucked the clown. Gosh. Oh, oh my god, John. You like gonna have like a stupid note for your kid to read? Like, you're a man now. Boy, you open the door. Well, I like how yeah, like his kid actually could have died. That's pretty good. Uh, hey, yay! Wow. Uh, I miss this guy. I didn't miss his outfit though. This is still like one of the worst god tier uniforms. Uh, oh. I love how this guy is just always in a state of I don't want to say anxiety, but fucking he never looks happy.
You made it. I knew you had it in you.
Ah, thanks, Dad. Of course we made it, John. It was a walk in the park. I had some of my best moves planned out, gave them the speech of a fucking lifetime, and then they all just ran away without even trying to fight back properly. Frankly, I'm a little insulted by just how easy it was. But you must have known it would be a piece of grub cake. After all, we had me there.
Haha. Oh, Fresca. It's nice that you're basically the same exact person you always have been.
You're welcome.
Honestly, I'm still a little bewildered by your big hair. But guess I'm happy to see you anyway, especially in context that doesn't involve any amount of kissing a cool ouch.
Not right now, you fuckhead.
Oh, crap. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for helping out, I guess. I can take it from here.
Be my guest.
Okay. Um, if you don't mind, Vriska,
Hmm.
I'd like to talk to my son, please.
Well, probably not a bear belly, but his outfit doesn't fit, even though canonically they should always fit. Yes, that's just how it's supposed to fit, probably. Because John's in his slut era. You got to show a little bit of the that area. Gets all the honeys wanting you or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's in his slut era. Without games year round. I guess. Oh, right, sure. Don't let me get in your way. I'll just be over here, basking in the knowledge of a job well done and plotting acts of violence.
Haha, thanks.
Manner, limping to a respectable distance. Right this second. Hate to bleed all over your touching reunion. She's fucking losing it. I guess she's lost it. I guess losing it's wrong.
Sorry about that, Harry Anderson. Where were we? Oh, right, your escape. I guess I already said, but I knew you had it in you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess I already said, but I know it. Oh, wait. Oh, I realized that it was a lot to handle, though.
You can say that again.
It wasn't until after I hung up that I even remembered that I never gave you that striped species buff for your birthday.
Um, it's okay. Briska had a spare. I put my sewing scissors in it. It was all I really had at the time.
Haha, that sounds familiar. I could have stumbled ass backwards and getting stuck with my first hammer, but after a while I couldn't imagine having picked anything else. I'm sure to get some amazing things with it. Do some amazing things with it. You already did, in fact. I'm sure Jane is feeling really butthurt about things this very moment. The prankster's gambit is tipped back in our favor, that's for sure.
Yeah. If it's all right, Dad, I don't really want to talk about it all that much right now. You're right. It was kind of a lot to go through.
That's okay. We don't have to talk about that if you don't want. Honestly, who cares about striped species by or the prankster's gambit or whatever? That's not important. I'm just glad you're safe.
Dad,
Yes, son.
can I ask you a question?
Anything, son.
Okay, cool. So, how come you're wearing that thing?
Thing.
You know, the windsock. I thought it was busy getting eaten by moths in a museum or something. Please don't tell me you broke in there just to get it back.
Oh, haha. Oh, haha. The god tier outfit. Don't worry. I can just sort of manifest this whenever I want. Although now that you mention it, the guys at the museum will probably be wondering where it went. Or maybe it's still there. To be honest, I have no idea whether this is the same outfit. I don't think it follows the same laws of physics and stuff that normal clothing does. They're just they're just your basic magic pajamas at the end of the day.
And it didn't occur to you, magic them any bigger. You just look like, well, a grown adult wearing clothes for a kid. It's kind of embarrassing to look at.
Blah, you're right. I admit, I didn't give it a whole lot of thought. I just felt like the right thing to put on at the time.
I'm pretty sure no such time has ever existed.
I do believe this. What have I ever done to deserve such cruelty from my own son?
LMAO.
I guess you're right, though. This old thing is pretty comfortable in a lot of ways. When we get a moment, maybe the two of us could brainstorm a redesign. No pressure, though. Have a think about it anyway. In the meantime, I need to go have a quick word with other Vriska.
Bressy.
Oh, right, Brissy. Sorry. Hello there. I guess you were listening to all that.
Not really. Damn, they can do that? Convenient. Not really. Yeah, being the redesign, it kind of ruins like the funny gimmicky joke with it when it was first introduced. But So if they do redesign it, I'll kind of be not really. I just have a sense of hearing that's particularly attuned to the sound of other people talking about me. Or, well, I did until recently.
Haha, I bet it's been strange having the original Briscoe around. I will say that it is very confusing having both of you in the same place at once. Oh man, now that I think about it,
Dad.
this feels like the perfect condition for some identical twin type shenanigans, like the in Parent Trap or something. I'm not sure how either of you feel about being played by Lindsay Lohan, though.
Oh my god. Kill me now.
But anyway, firstly, your moms called me a while ago. They sounded very worried that you weren't answering your phone.
Obviously, I was busy.
Well, anyway, they're on their way here. Jane is coming too. They should be arriving any minute.
You're kidding. Here they come. I can see them over there. John should only be vastly cooler god fit of the future. Only get a vastly cooler god fit in the future. Something he does. If he gets a cool god tier outfit, that kind of ruins the good god tier. Oh yeah, she can't fly. She's like a normal bug lady. She's a normal bug. Damn. Damn, that's be bad. That's be awful on your shoulders. I like camo. I like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh.
Hey guys, Rose, it's good to see you, even though I guess we saw each other not even a day ago. Haha.
Yes. Hello again, John. It's good to see you too.
Oh wow, that has been the smallest number of words you've ever greeted me with. And Jane, it's been too long. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, John. Me too.
I guess you were involved with the troll rebellion as well, but I didn't think you'd turn up looking quite so cool. I think the camera really suits you. Jane, is everything okay? You seem a little out of it.
Oh, I'm fine, John. Everything is fine. It's just, Rose, a little help. Rose, a little help here. I, I think what John is trying to say is that, to stay within your chosen topic of outfits for the moment, the two of us are currently experiencing a sudden bout of speechlessness that is not entirely unrelated to this present state of yours, which is to say, the pajamas.
Ah,
I've heard of suns out, Tom's out, but this is a little extreme. Anyone would think you didn't know that there was a war on, not to be rude, of course.
no, it's alright, Rose. I've already heard the same thing from Harry Anderson. In fact, if anyone else would like to criticize the clothes now, it's your chance. Please feel free to form an orderly queue right here. Kanaya, I'm sure you've got something to say about it, right? Kanaya?
But don't do not mind me, John. I am simply making quite sure that my daughter over here is all right and not causing any more trouble than I am certain she already has. And not the good kind of trouble which involves acts of misbehavior towards figures and structures of immense corruption or malfeasance. Malfeasance. Bow. Such as the kind of trouble we are in presently and will continue to be in while our cause remains true. Meanwhile, I trust my wife, whom I love utterly, to make known to you everything that is happening at present moment with tactical omission in a matter that is comprehensive and unpurgated.
Haha. Alright then. So, what's up, Rose?
That does seem to be the question, doesn't it? The situation is difficult to describe.
I'm sure it's not all bad. I mean, sure. I guess we are a bit of a complicated mess, especially ever since Briska showed up, killed Gamzee, and declared herself and the rest of us terrorists or something.
You're welcome.
But it's nothing we shouldn't be able to think our way out of now that we're all together. right?
John, they got yiffy. There's something I need to tell you. Oh, what do you need to tell him? Oh. There's something I need to tell you. There's no point hiding it anymore. Jade's words spoke nothing more than a dramatic whisper, nevertheless to an echo in John's ear. Her face is somehow in shadow despite the sunny day. And John swears there's even an unexpected chill in the air. He feels a nervous prickling sensation crawling its way up his spine. The windmills in John's brain slowly start to creak into motion. It must be something big, something really big, something big that his sister would come all the way here to tell him in person, abandoning her scouting mission in the middle of an armed conflict to do so, as well as her husband. John realizes with a start, as Dave's curious absence finally brings itself to his attention. Hot on the heels of that realization is another and another and then another. Jade's mouth moves without a sound now. The wind that only exists in John's head is drowning out everything she's saying as it whips itself up into a gale, and his mind races frantically towards a conclusion. All at once he reaches an eye in the storm, and then from somewhere out, half remembered dream of comes the sensation of falling, a burning golden city, a girl screaming. There's only one thing that Jade Hartley has ever valued so highly above everything else: her own family.
Jane, are you pregnant?
No, Rose is pregnant. Jade finally looks up at him, her face wide-eyed and angry. What? No, no, John, I'm not fucking pregnant.
Oh,
Putting aside the fact that's completely impossible for a whole bunch of different reasons, why would you even say that? Weren't you listening to what I was saying?
it was.
I have to start all over again. John, I have a daughter. She's almost Harry Anderson's age.
You have a daughter.
Yes,
You've had a daughter.
yes,
Wow. I mean, I'm a little shocked about this. I mean, and you have a daughter.
yes, John. I have a daughter. I have a daughter. I have a daughter, John. In fact, I have had a daughter for quite a while.
I'm sorry. I'm struggling to process this a little bit. If she's nearly Harry Anderson's age, that means you've had a daughter for what? I guess that must be about 15 years?
Yep.
Wow. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Damn, daughter and dog years or something. John, I've had a daughter for 15 years. I didn't tell you about it. I am so very sorry if it hurts your oh so precious feelings. It is quite deadly. You of all people don't get to judge me, okay? Everyone was getting married and having babies at the time, and I just wanted that for myself so badly. They have no idea what it was like living on that fucking island with my dead grandfather, waiting forever for you to finally wake up, and then I went through all that nonsense all over again in the ship through the yard, and then when it was over, I thought maybe I could have something in like a normal life. But then you just vanished, and everyone was busy building the lives all worked for. Rose and Kanaya, Roxy and Callie, Jake and Dave and Carcat were. Look, I knew, okay? I knew that on some level they just didn't want me there. I knew the plans they had for each other, even when they didn't. And it was clear that that I didn't fit into those plans, but they just wouldn't admit it. I tried so hard to get them to see what they wanted. It just didn't work. And then Carcat left and Snuffles. I couldn't leave Dave by himself after what happened to Dirk, so I stayed. I tried to be a good person to stay, and then he Jade, it's all right. I can take it from here. Jade leaned soggily into Rose's shoulder.
Jane, I'm sorry.
John, if you start crying as well, we shall never get anywhere.
Right. I'm sorry. So, I'm sorry I got a bit lost in all that. Can we rewind a little?
I think that might be for the best, narratively speaking. We got a touch sidetracked. She gives Jade a gentle pat on the back as she says this.
So to rewind.
So to rewind, Jade wanted a child of her own, but while she was with Dave and Carcat, the three of them were unable to conceive one due to a number of reasons. They looked into adoption, but, well, let's just say that if the administration was getting uncomfortable about an adoption between troll and human, they were trying to outright be obstructionist when it came to one between troll and two. Having exhausted all other options producing or fostering a child between the three of them, Jade had to look elsewhere.
You mean find a surrogate or something?
Correct. It was at that point that Jade came to me. I could understand her pain quite acutely, and so I agreed to carry a child on her behalf without telling Kanaya. What a. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a. Oh my god. Damn. 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 Okay. Fuck. God. I guess like it's not like the worst possible thing, but oh well, I guess it's not the worst possible. Ah. There's another heavy silence. Percy is stunned, all 8 pupils staring at her mother in shock. Harry and Tavros are trying to find somewhere to look that isn't straight at Rose. Friska, meanwhile, is sporting a grin as wide as a bus and looks like she wants to give someone a high five. Jade is a picture of misery. Kanaya doesn't seem to be surprised or angry or even disappointed. She just folds her arms expectantly. John is discovering that he can't decide what to do with his hands. He feels impossibly embarrassed. I'm not sure why I made that decision. I regret not telling Kanaya, of course, but I can't say that I regret going through with it. At the time, it didn't feel as though the deception was even all that prolonged. The whole affair was short, purely physical, and nothing more. Kanaya finally moves to the white woman shit. No. Kanaya finally moves to the stands next to her wife. She places a softly glowing hand on the shoulder that hasn't been generously watered by Jade. Oh, damn. So Kanaya just found out about that too then. Okay. Damn, never mind. That is bad. That is the worst actually. It's without for long. I guess I didn't well yeah, I guess there was like a couple ways to like figure this one out, right? You could either assume it's like based on context, either then, like literally just happened, or it was a little longer. Or it was like a little before, but damn, actually. Damn. Damn. They made Rose fucking awful. Damn. But like like that doesn't seem out of character though. That doesn't seem out of character, actually. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Rose and I have already discussed this in private before coming here, and I have therefore already said everything that I would like to say on the matter. And this of in a vice is the and vice the matter. I think that's really all that there is to say. I wanted to be able to tell Vrissy this in person, however. Moreover, for her benefit, and for that of everyone else, I feel in my capacity as a mother and leader, I should make it clear. This is not something that will undermine Rose's and my relationship, neither as comrades or as a couple. I am upset at being lied to and for no other reason. And in particular, I would like to make it understood that I do not and never will see Jade as having jeopardized our marriage through the simple crime of wanting to be a mother. If anyone in this world understands the lengths to which a person will go to achieve such an end, that person is me. Wow. Damn. Kanaya, best character, Homestuck? As she says this, Kanaya looks at Rissy, and it's a look all filled to bursting with two universes, the countless lifetimes worth of love and maternal devotion. To all observers, Rissy's is either on the verge of bursting into tears or gagging. It really could go either way. Huh. Huh.
So, just to get this straight in my head, Rose, if you're the mother, then obviously since neither Dave or Karkin is the father, who is it?
Rose's expression has the patience and tranquility of a mountain. Jade is made of knives. John, there isn't a father. Jade and I are the sole parents of this kid.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
That's quite all right, John, although you might like to direct that apology more toward your sister. All I will say is that if you would like to take up the particulars with us some other time. Here, Rose looks pointedly at various teens dotted about Belfry, all whom are remarkably interested in the local architecture of all of them. About Hussie are on Discord. About Rose Kanaya, you mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, my mod who would give an answer is not alive. I see. It seems. Hmm. Then then I'm sure Jade and I can walk you through some basic concepts.
No, I'm.
About to change the subject.
Okay. So, how did you hide the pregnancy?
That part was simple. Jade's genes being, as they are, part canine, the gestation period was substantially reduced. I carried the baby to term in just under 2 months. Since she was unfamiliar with human pregnancy at the time, I assumed Kanaya thought I was simply looking a little more substantial than usual and didn't think it polite to comment. In my in my defense in defense of my observational skills, I feel like I should point out that you had recently recovered miraculously from a debilitating and potentially fatal illness, a state in which you were exceptionally malnourished to say the least. Well, quite. Anyway, with the messy part finished, all that was left was the trifling matter of Jade and I raising the child together in secret for 15 years. A task that was performed flawlessly until a few short moments ago when she became the political prisoner of a certain Jane Crocker.
Oh my god. That. No offense, Jade, but that bitch!
So this finally is the predicament that we are presently faced with. Jane has taken Yiffy hostage in retaliation for our supposed kidnapping of her son and the murder of her former favorite clown. The fact that the only one of these things actually happened and that the rebellion is responsible for neither of them will not matter to her in the slightest. That the woman means a murder.
Christ. Okay. I think I understand everything, so.
Wait, you mean to tell me not only do I have a sister, but you named your secret child Yiffy? Thank you, Brissy. Someone had to say it. Someone had to say it. Briska quietly settles herself as a settles on herself as a high five partner. With geological slowness, Rose turns to face her one responsibly named daughter, a tinge of embarrassment coloring her face for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, like I assumed like Jade was on some shit too, so probably. That was in her party era, I think, right? Well, hmm. Oh, and that's probably interesting. That's probably a mix of both. Well, no, we didn't call her Yiffy. That'd be quite a ridiculous thing to with which burden a child. Her full name is Yiffian Longstocking Lalonde Harley. Oh my god. Rissy looks as though she's about to shit the bell tower as they are standing in brick by brick. It was, in hindsight, a monumentally terrible decision, acting as the final chapter in a long series of novels, each one full of progressively more terrible decisions than the last. But that isn't the name that we decided upon. You have to understand, this whole situation ended up playing out a bit like an ironic game of chicken between the two of us. Something that far outstripped anything than the Shredder fraternity could have ever produced in their wildest, most J-pegged creative wet dreams. But in the end, that triumph of irony came to bite us in the fucking ass, as irony is wont to do, will not do, will not to do. There was absolutely no possibility of us casually letting you all know that. By the way, we had a secret daughter named Yiffy Longstocking, at least not right away. But Carapacian change of name paperwork is so complex and circuitous that eventually keeping quiet forever just seemed like the more reasonable option. So here we are. Oh my god, Rose, you suck. Oh my god. Uh Jane Dave, you mean? Everyone lapses into a third meaningful silence, one which has an air of finality about it, as they collectively contemplate the here that they are. They have plans to make. Even now, Yiffy is likely being held at spoon point, subject to the mercies of a power-crazed tyrant in Pagliacil, 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 Palicial morning. The war for the planet is only just getting started, and the worst is likely to come, and yet, when Rose slowly wipes a single tear from her eye and leans to touch the forehead Kanaya, John suspects the whole thing might just have been brought them a little closer. Beside him, Harry Anderson stifles a sleepy yawn. The day which once threatened never to end is now fading from the world, as the sky above starts to purple. The heaviness of events hanging over them dissolves into the warmth of the evening sun, and the refreshing current of air seems to blow the last traces of it away, like the mirrors to dust. Okay, so why not Strider, Harley, whatever? Because it was a secret, only Jade and Rose secrets. Bob. It was only later that night, in the mess hall, on board the rebellion ship, that John absent-mindedly turns to Jade and asks,
So where's Dave?
"The night how goes the uology, dear?" Oh, fuck! What a fucking chapter! What a crazy chapter, kinda. Okay. That was chapter eight, right? Yeah. A daughter astray. Okay. Fuck. That is such a god. You really gotta like read the title and then actually like think a little bit at certain points. Because usually, because like so far the chapters have kind of could have been like a couple things, right? Some of them not, right? But some of them, yeah. Ah, fuck. The Fianna reveal. Fuck. I. Uh, well, you know what you could do? Read some bonus comics. I don't know how the bonus comic page looks. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Maybe next time. Where we at? 235. Let me zoom out. There we go. I don't need this TV here. Okay. You know, like, true. You need to read them like at this point. Okay, okay. Hmm. I. Huh. I don't know. I'm starting to like. You know, I've liked Kanai a lot more throughout like Homestuck. She's had like points I don't like her and points where I do like her. I don't know why. I feel like there's more points where I do like Kanai. Rose has kind of been like I don't know. She's like existed. She has some pretty cool moments. Other than that, it's huh. Fuck. How would like is she is she just gonna look like Harry Anderson with like a fucking tail? That'd be pretty funny. I'd like that. A tail and ears. That'd be pretty good. And longer hair, I guess. That's it. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's the only way they could possibly look like. Uh, for your Rose was your favorite character in Homestuck before you saw Rainier. Death Bros was also really good. You can safely read the first bonus comic right now. Wow. Well, that can happen. That'll happen at a time in the future. Not this time. Maybe start of the next time. Probably start of the next time. Okay. I am. Fuck. Yiffy. Yiffy. God damn. Fuck. Don't know if any of theirs is safe. Uh, I'm trying to think of how many like adult issues are being dealt with like them as adults. That could have only been like things mentioned as adults. Like the child behind your like significant other's back is one. Uh yeah, thinking here. I don't think remember them having too much about this. Yiffy, Yiffian, Yiffy, Yiffian, Tiffany, if you remember correctly. Yiffian, Yiffian, Yiffany, Yiffany, Yiffany. I probably remember for never. Yeah. The characters were allowed to grow up as adults, for better or worse. I don't know. I feel like it's like fair. It's fairly like adult issues, right? Because even be real, like most people who like become adults in their young adult life are fucking are messy. Like God. Hmm. I don't think. I really like how what is it? Selfish Kanaya has always kind of been. I like it. Even in this, even in like this, you still see her like selfishness in like a selflessness way. I like it. Really, yeah. At the start, they're like in the early 20s, but then they go into like what 40, like 35, 40s or whatever now, 50s, 60s, 70s. Because the kids are like 15, that happens enough, whatever. You're not autistic enough to have enough age. Big children, adults. Teens are merely big children, and adults are even bigger children. A certain game. Uh, uh, hmm. Kind of like, hmm. I feel like my young adult life was a little was a fair bit different than like a normal person's, and that's kind of a shame. I guess actually my older teenage years are also quite a bit different. Kind of a shamefully different. One thing I wish when I was a teen that I wish I could fucking change was not having a job in high school would have been way funner than having a job. Having a job in high school sucks. Like, God, it sucks. I barely had time to do see what happened. So I couldn't really do extracurriculars. I kind of did them. Like I tried to, I had to like basically drop out of golf. Um, drop out of some other things I was trying to do after school, and fuck, shit was annoying. So I guess it was extra bad because where I worked, I had to travel like 2 hours for work when I was in high school. So I was like 4 hours, no, 2 hours to get to work and 4 hours to get back from work. Had to do that in high school, and that was awful. I was working on average. I think I was working 32 hours a week every week because I legally couldn't work more because I was a minor or something, or maybe I got overtime. I can't fully remember. I remember just working and missing out on a bunch of cool stuff that happened that was going on. But I had money to do stupid stuff, which was pretty cool. And I collected stupid video games and stupid collectibles. I was I was fairly big on collecting like old games and stuff. Before like everything got super expensive. S- Shit, like trying to collect like a GameCube went from being like 30 bucks, 30 40 bucks to being like fucking 90 to $200 for like a decent GameCube, and it's just I just don't get it. Who's paying 200 bucks for a GameCube? At that price, you emulate it on a $200 computer. Like that's just it. It just starts not being worth it. Then when you get a GameCube too, you want like a specific GameCube. I think it's I forget which one it is, but you can tell it because it has like two back ports for like visuals. That lets you do different things. But I'm getting like way off topic thinking about retro gaming. I miss playing GameCube games. I actually have like a bunch of GameCube games legally backed up on my computer, ready to play through emulation at all points. I think actually how many GameCube games do I got? Actually, I'm curious now. I haven't checked in a long time. Uh fuck, maybe I deleted them. Shows, recovery, thanks, new folder, data, emulation, Dreamcast, GameCube. I swear I had more than 26. Did I? Oh no, are they in a different folder? Oh wait, no, here's the right folder, I think. No, this is not the right folder. Huh. Damn, I guess I don't know. I just have like hundreds. Okay. But yeah. Hmm. Homestuck. I like Vriska. Like Vriska doing her Vriska things, but she's like extra weird. Like she's actually like the screw that was loose is finally just gone. Like it just doesn't exist, which is pretty nice. She's she's great. She's great. I don't think I could fix her, but like I think I've said this before. I can't fix her, but I would love just to experience her energy, just to be in the same room as her for one moment in my life. If it could be possible, it'd be great. And then I'd probably like get murdered or something because I can't hang with that kind of energy. Like I said, I gave off like little Tavros energy there. I'm over there. I'm gone. I'm like scared. But yeah, this is a chapter with how do I guess like part of me expected the Jane and the Jade and Rose kid. That was like somewhat expected, and it's also nice because it touches on like a different kind of topic. Not a lot of stories will touch on either. Also, um, that was kind of yeah. I don't know. You kind of expect it. Fuck, but they did it though. They actually did it. If Euphony isn't cool, I'm gonna cry because Harry Anderson is like the coolest fucking guy. If Euphony isn't the coolest fucking girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like I'm gonna. Okay. Time is it? Okay. So okay, I will be back on Friday. That'll be the schedule. I'll be back Friday. I can tell you, but she may or may not have been the best. Oh my good kid. I will be back on Friday. Then debating on changing the day from Tuesday to Saturday. It's gonna be busy, I think, on Tuesdays for a while. I think it's just easier to waste my weekends, which I don't know. Um, that might be the better play. I'll figure something out. I know I can stick on Wednesdays and Fridays for sure, easily. And then Sundays. That's stuck in the thing. It's just the Saturdays thing I'm debating on changing. Hmm. But yeah, like back Friday with Vast Air and maybe something a little different. I don't think I have anything else to add. I am kind of like a little hungry, but it is kind of late, so maybe I starve and cry while I go to sleep. I think I'm ready to end the stream, at least get close to it, get to the point where I zoom in and take off the glasses. I think that's at least where I'm at this point. Hmm. I think. Do I think? I think therefore I am. I was watching this other like stream at work that mentioned the idea of what was it? They were doing like a ship of Theseus thing, but about people, about how much of a person can be replaced with like cybernetics until they're no longer like a person. And I was pondering that question for like an hour. And I don't know what I like. I don't know what I truly thought. One of my first initial thought was the idea of they're a person as long as they can experience the human condition. But then it comes down to what is truly the human condition? Is the human condition like uh experiencing fuck, I'm trying to think of certain things. Hmm. Trying to define the human condition was a little hard to make to keep people being human. Because some of the ideas I was thinking of would mean that they would not be human if they were immortal. But that idea doesn't work in the sense of like certain people like limited brain function or something like that that can't fully conceptualize certain things. They would be like different. And that was just kind of weird because then they wouldn't be counted as human, but they are human. Oh, the chat didn't go too crazy with it. All I remember the chat was just mentioning, the brain. It's at the brain, which I thought was kind of like, yeah. Saying the brain is probably like the simplest, like I'm not wrong kind of answer, but like give it some more thought, give it some more pizzazz to it, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. Hmm. I'll probably think about this for a little bit longer. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be stuck in my mind for like a week until I'm like, damn, someone probably wrote a book on this, and it's better to read that and then start finding your own like, then to start forming your own opinions. That's usually how it is with a lot of things. It's like a book on everything you could think of, and it's pretty good to just check it out. At least read like the papers on the topic, I guess. But yeah, I think this is the end of the stream for realsies though now. So, like always, thanks for choosing to be here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me struggle to read some words in the English lexicon. And yeah, bye.